In previous editions of Sales Up, we've learned how to interview advertisers and make presentations. We've had our fun, but it's time for serious business. It's time to get some commitments happening to formalize a relationship. It's time to close the sale.
In this edition of Sales Up, we'll discuss techniques for closing the sale and getting the clients to say yes. In our roundtable discussion, we'll discuss what to do with advertisers who always want a lower rate. We'll interview Park Price of Park Price Motors in Pocatello, Idaho, and learn what car dealers are looking for from their ad rep. All this and much more. This is Sales Up.
Do you, client, take this advertising proposal for better or for worse, for richer or poorer, till in debt do you part?
I do.
So beautiful.
Making the commitment to advertise is a big step for advertisers. It's scary committing money to advertising, not knowing for certain if it'll work. Closing sales is a crucial skill for newspaper ad reps to master. After all, you can't help anyone unless they commit to advertise. Today, we're going to show you some of the secrets to closing sales. The first secret to closing is to do a good job before the close. You've got to learn about the advertiser first by doing a strong interview. In the Sales Up module on interviewing, we learned to ask the 5 W's and the big G. Let's review. Who buys the product?
So, Mr. Wilcox, tell me about your best customers.
What problem does the advertiser solve for their target market? Or what sells best?
So, Mr. Eventually, what problem does Splatterpuss Pie in the Face service solve for your customers? And which pies sell best?
When do customers buy?
So, Mr. Graves, here at Restful Acres Funeral Parlor, when do your customers buy from you?
Where do their customers come from?
So, where does your salon draw its clients from, Vicki?
Why does the advertiser's customers buy from them?
So, why do people buy from you, Mr. Plunger?
And goals. What are the advertiser's marketing goals?
Now, specifically, what do you want to have happen with your business? What are your goals?
Then, take the information gained in the interview, prepare a good proposal, and make your presentation marrying the client's information with your recommendations.
Makes sense, right?
Make the presentation using restate, integrate, and close. First, restate the facts learned from the interview.
Mrs. Dingo, you said that your primary target market for your writing academy.
Integrate those facts with your recommendations in a since you said, therefore I recommend format.
And since you said that the main problem facing these working moms is finding a daycare that stays open late, our ad campaign is going to position your daycare as the one for working moms. Makes sense, right?
All there is left now is to close. Now this is where the fun begins, because inside the advertiser's brain, there's a battle going on as they wrestle with their decision to agree to your proposal.
This presentation makes sense. Logically, the paper reaches more potential customers than we need. Even with marginal response, this venture should work. I move we sign the contract.
But what if the ad doesn't work? We'll lose money. We'll get hurt. I don't like hurt.
But don't you remember, she said the Bugle reaches 2,345 people planning to buy a bicycle this year. It'll work. I just know it.
You know, I just say we blow this decision off till later. I got a meeting to go to in 15 minutes. I haven't had lunch yet.
These 4 elements are fighting inside the advertiser's brain, and the winner will determine whether you get a contract. To close the sale, we need to address all 4 of these individually.
Mr. Wheeler, remember when we looked at our newspaper's research? We have 2,345 of our readers planning to buy a bicycle.
Yeah, 2,345 people. I'm sold.
And I know, money is tight.
Very tight.
You aren't kidding! We've got to be careful!
But to pay for this campaign, we only need 4 sales per month. That's just 1 a week. Don't you think this ad in front of our 14,000 readers will get at least 1 client a week?
It should. Wow. Suddenly I feel better.
Yeah, we should get at least one a week.
Well, just imagine what would happen to your sales if we got more than one, if we could get 5 or 10. Things could really start taking off.
Ooh, I like this. This could be just what we need.
Great. Then I'll go ahead and get the paperwork started.
Yeah, that sounds good.
If the advertiser has given you positive responses, just start writing up the order. There's no need to ask for the order. Show you believe in your proposal by initiating the close. Just start writing. If you're uncertain if the client is ready, watch for buying signs.
Buying signs?
Yes, buying signs. Clients will give you a number of verbal and nonverbal signs that they're ready to buy.
Mr. Geekly, since you said that your trouble-free computer guarantee is a popular option, I'm going to recommend that we use that as the lead benefit in our headline.
Oh yes, I see. You know, you've got my phone number backwards here. It's 7678, not 7687.
No problem, Mr. Geekly. I can fix that for you.
What about the cost? How much did you say this was going to cost me?
Your investment is just $120 a week.
That's kind of steep for my budget. Is there any way we can bring this down a little bit?
But you said you make $75 on a service call, right? If we sell just 2 service contracts a month, the ad pays for itself, right?
Yeah, I guess it does.
So, what do you want to do?
I want to buy. I want to buy. I love the ad so much it makes me want to cry. I want to buy. I want to buy, 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 buy. I want to buy.
There are a number of different types of sales closes you can use. Which specific one you choose will depend both on your situation and your selling style. Let's look at a few. The assumptive close is the most common type of close. You simply assume the advertiser is going to buy, you take control, and just start writing up the order.
I'm really glad you like the ads. I think we should start running them next Wednesday, so I'll get the paperwork started. Now, did you have a separate billing address, or should I use the store's address?
Show your confidence that you believe in your proposal by assuming the client will buy and just start writing. If the proposal makes sense, there's no need to ask for the order. Assume it and write it up. A little less aggressive is the alternative or choice close, where you give the advertiser a choice.
I think we should start this on the 15th, unless you feel the 22nd makes more sense.
No, I think we should start on the 22nd. We have 2 new instructors coming in on the 20th.
Great, the 22nd then. I'll go ahead and note that on the paperwork.
Whichever option the client chooses, you get the sale. You can use urgency as a mechanism for closing. Anything that focuses the advertiser on urgency and the need to act now.
Mr. Eventually, didn't you tell me that there's a new pie-in-the-face service coming to town next month?
Yeah, Pie Masters. They use real whipped cream in their pies.
So we've got to strike first, right? Start our ad campaign before they have a chance to fight back. You follow?
Yeah, I gotcha.
I'll go ahead and start this next week then.
If you aren't certain if the advertiser is ready to close, you can use trial closes. Trial closes are softer, less aggressive statements that test the waters to determine whether the advertiser is ready to buy without putting them on the spot. Here's some examples.
I know the budget's tight, but suppose you had plenty of budget. When would you start your big push, in May or June?
Probably May.
By telling you they'd advertise in May, the advertiser is also telling you that they're ready to buy. Here's another trial close.
If we do start this campaign, do you feel your nightclub staff could handle a larger crowd on Friday nights?
Yeah, easy.
Heck, they're complaining they're not getting enough tips on Friday nights as it is.
The nightclub owner will buy if you use Building Friday Night Business as the focus of your proposal and your close.
I really like this headline for your daycare, Mrs. Sims. What do you think?
Oh, I really like it. I like how you have the kids in the ad too. It's great.
The daycare owner liked the ad and has taken emotional ownership. She's ready to buy.